In Ezekiel chapter 22, the prophet proclaims a message of doom, announcing that the political system is corrupt, the economic system is oppressive, the religious system is controlling the people, the prophets are all liars, the people have turned against one another. Ezekiel casts blame on everyone and then concludes with this final verse. I looked for someone among them who would build up the wall and stand before me in the gap on behalf of the land so that I would not have to destroy it. But I found no one. On Thursday, May 10th, at our Nehemiah Action, we will gather more than 2,000 people to stand in the gap because the violence must stop. People are afraid to leave their homes. We need a smart policing strategy now. We'll stand in the gap because Lexington is overrun with heroin. 160 people died from drug overdoses in 2016. We need to keep people alive and get them to treatment. It won't be easy. We are stretching the possibilities of what Lexington can be, which brings tension. We expect to hear deflections. We expect our positions and credibility to be challenged. Our officials know that if they can call our research into question or challenge how much time they have to speak, then they can get us to focus on that and ultimately never answer the question. Then if we back down, we give away our power. 2 Timothy 1:7 says, "For God gave us not a spirit of cowardice, but rather a spirit of power and love and discipline." Amen. We have been commanded by God to do justice. And as this scripture from 2 Timothy reminds us, our spirit is one of power. We know it will take power to confront the people who have the ability to change our community. So we organize our people to be present at the Nehemiah Action and to be prepared for the tension that comes from being part of God's story. And our spirit is also one of love. We come to the Nehemiah Action not only because these problems impact us, but because they hurt our neighbors. Because of love, we stand together as one, desiring abundant life for all people here in our community. And our spirit is also one of discipline. We recognize that it will take a conscious effort for us to act on our spirit of power and love. We came here tonight because it is our duty to do justice. In agreeing to be network members, each of us has taken on a responsibility to bring at least 3 others with us to the Nehemiah Action on May 10th. We must have deliberate conversations with our action guests to invite them and then to remind them to show up. We will need 6 positive commitments at least. Maybe you'll need 10 to get 3 to really show up there. Everyone is needed. Our power is in our numbers. So if you are willing to work for justice in our city, I invite you to stand. And then please stand up right now and respond, if you will, to the following questions with "we will." Will you join me in embracing a spirit of power and love and discipline?
We will.
Will you bring at least 3 people with you to the Nehemiah Action?
We will.
Will you stand together as one to confront injustice in this community?
We will.
Will you act with discipline to ensure that your guests are not only invited, but reminded to be there at the action?
We will.
Then let's stand in the gap, 2,000 strong in our action on May 10th. And people of God here in Lexington, what are we going to do?
Rise up and build.
You may be seated. Together we are transforming our city. But the Nehemiah Action isn't the end. The next time all of us Justice Ministry Network members will be together after the action will be at our Justice Ministry celebration. We will gather at 7 p.m. on June 11th at Mary Queen of the Holy Rosary. We will enjoy a meal together, celebrate our victories, and share our story. From reading about the success of the affordable housing program in the Herald Leader, following that, or hearing our officials talk about it, you wouldn't know that it was Bill's 6-year campaign that got Mayor Gray to finally take action. We don't always get the credit, so the celebration is our opportunity to tell our story. We won that affordable housing fund, and we have accomplished so much more. It's at the celebration that all network members will be asked to invest at least $200 in our work of doing justice. So the celebration is our chance to invest in this ministry. Will you join me at the celebration on June 11th?
Yes.
Finally, if you haven't already, please see your team captain for a packet of tickets. Both you and your guests will use these to sign in at the Nehemiah Action, so do not leave here tonight without them. Brothers and sisters, God gave us a spirit of power and love and discipline. If we're going to make Lexington into a city of God, it's going to take all of God's people embracing this spirit and standing in the gap. So leaders of this justice ministry, what are you going to do?
Rise up and build.